What's going on, everybody? Got a quick little message for you guys. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. What's going on? So listen, I'm streaming, right now I'm streaming live from, I'm on Instagram and YouTube. So whichever one you guys want to stream from, you can do your thing. Top of the morning to each and every one of you. Actually, top of the afternoon, early afternoon. All right, I got a quick message. You guys know I'm always in thought, always wanting to provide some wisdom, whether it is that whether you know it already or not. You know, I always want to make sure that I'm dropping something on you all so you can think. Okay, so I'm gonna let more of you all come on in. Whew. Gotta keep your mask on, but it's not easy. Good gracious. All right, I'm not gonna be real long with it. I really just wanted to, I want to make sure that I get a message out to you all today. So, what's going on? Top of the early afternoon to you all. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So, I will say this. I will end this. Let me see something. Am I able to turn? Yeah, I am. I think I can turn. Okay, yeah, I can turn both around. So just to let you guys know, right now I'm down here at one of my investment properties, and I'm just, taking a walk through, wanting to see, the progress and all that stuff. So it had me thinking. You guys know that this time of year, this is tax season, and for those of you who are watching this from YouTube, you guys know the title said tax investment. So I want to give you guys a little insight. I want to give you guys a little background, let you guys know what I used to do. And because I'm pretty sure that we all want to get by. We all try to get by the best we can. So there was a point in my life where I worked all year long, and then I waited for this time of year to get my tax money, and I would blow it. I mean, I would get whatever it is that I wanted to have throughout the previous year. I'm getting fly, I would do that. That's what I would do. And I know that I'm not the only one. I know that a lot of people, they still do the same thing, but I want to tell you guys something. At one point in my life, I realized that I was just wasting time and wasting money, because I would go all year long, and I guess you could say I was really living, paycheck to paycheck, because I couldn't miss no check. If I missed a check, something wasn't going to be paid, So the bottom line is, I saw myself following this pattern of I'm working every day, busting my tail, working every day, working hard. And then when I get this lump sum of money, I would do nothing more than blow it just to get fly, just to get what I didn't have throughout the year, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem with that, and I'm waving to you guys on YouTube, well, on Instagram, the problem with that is I didn't set any type of plan in place to get myself out of that situation, okay? So, this time of year, I mean, right now, you all know 2020, I don't have to say anything. We all know what we just had to endure. And some of us are falling into a lump sum of money, okay? And I don't know your purpose for watching this video. I believe that if you're here right now, it's for a reason. I don't know if you're interested in Forex, if you're interested in real estate. I don't know if you're interested in just you didn't have nothing else to do and you wanted to listen to someone speak this morning, I have no idea. But I'm gonna tell you this. With I'll say with most people coming into a few dollars, do something with that money. Do something to better your life. Don't just squander it away. Don't blow it. A lot of times this is your only chance to make good on yourself for the rest of the year. So unlike what I was doing, like I said, at one point I did the same thing. I would take my money and what I would do is I would just blow it. I mean, get whatever it is that I didn't have, things that there was no investment involved with it. I just took the money and just bought clothes and I bought this and I bought that. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, so now when I think back when I'm older now, much wiser, I'm like, man, I blew a lot of money on stupid stuff and I didn't have the structure in place. So at this point, I'm in position to give back. I'm in position to let people know my walk and let people know where I come from. And I'm no different from you. I mean, I did the same thing. And, there were times where I say, you know what? I got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm gonna sacrifice this and I'm gonna get what I want. But right now it's showing you that you have to do something different. I'm telling you, do something different. This is something that I think if you plan out what you're gonna do right now, like for the rest of your, like literally plan out what your, like whatever monies that you're gonna get, figure out how you can invest that money. And it doesn't have to be Forex. It doesn't have to be real estate. It could be starting your own business, starting your own service. Figure out some way that you can reinvest that money so it can make even more money. Okay, that's something that I think is very important. That was the wisdom that I didn't have when I was young. No one told me that, but now with the experience, I know better. So I have to share it and really let everyone know, listen, this is what you should do. So what I plan on doing is I want to give you guys a walkthrough on the property. You guys have seen this property. I want to give you guys a walkthrough, let you guys see the progress. Things are really coming together. I couldn't be any happier. And the reason why I'm in this position is not because I'm out here robbing people. It's not because of anything that I'm doing wrong. It's because I'm making the right choices. All right? I'm making the right choices. And what it's allowing me to do is to keep things going. Okay? So I want to show you guys what Forex can do for you. If you really want to, if you say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna get trained up. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna learn how to trade. I'm not gonna over leverage my account. I could over leverage myself out here in the real estate market, and I can go belly up. But I'm not doing it. I'm not overextending myself. I'm doing it the right way. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys what proper planning can do for you. Being disciplined, let's say being focused, being determined. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to probably try to distract you, but stay focused. All right. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys where we are. Let's see. How do I do this? Oh, that's right. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. So this is one unit, okay? Getting underway. We have drywall on the job now. So in some of the other units, this unit right here, the tenant just, I guess this one, I guess they left probably about a month ago. So this one was a little slower to get demoed and all that stuff because our focus is on the other building. I mean, the other units. So we have drywall that's gonna be going up now, so that's good. So this tenant right here just moved out. So this is one of the other units. This one is underway. Sheetrock, all that stuff. So right now I have the guys on the job and they're fireproofing, getting all the sheetrock up. You know, they're fireproofing the walls. So you guys will see that in a minute. Let's go up. And all it took was for me to be disciplined with my money. I didn't have to do anything wrong. I just had to keep applying pressure. All right. Just keep applying pressure. You see they're putting up see that's fire caulking, that red caulk. So that's what the guys are doing this morning. All right, man. See all the fire caulking, all your wires going through the studs. I'm gonna try to hold the phones together, that way you guys can see the same thing that I'm seeing. So it is coming together. So they're rolling. So let's see. Did I go over here yet? I think I didn't go on here. There we go. As you notice, they're working from the back end forward with the drywall, which is smart. So I think I've been in here already, so let's go up top. Woo! Today's gym day too. This one, and see, one of the things that I want to tell you guys something. When I first started, let me actually put the phones down. Turn it around for you guys. 1 second. One second. I know that's probably disgusting looking. Turn it around. There you go. All right. So when I first got started with when I first got started with investing, it was never my thing to invest in like, I guess, being a landlord. That wasn't my thing. Because all I wanted was, I wanted money in the bank. I wanted, go in, fix the property up, get the money, sell it, get the money, keep stacking my money. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about being the landlord, but I want to tell you guys something. Of the properties that I've done in the past, the single family homes, if I had had the mindset I have today in terms of just being a landlord, I wouldn't stick with single family homes. Okay. The type of investment, yeah, it's more risk doing a multifamily. But the thing of it is, I would rather extend that money, that type of energy on a multi-unit where I can collect rent of multiple people, instead of just one. Like if I want to make, let's just say, if I want to make $1,000, I would rather make, and what is this? I think this is a 14 unit. So I would rather make 1,000 14 times than only one time. Real simple, right? So yeah, the financial stretch, you gotta have more, but when you're disciplined, it works better. So for me, I wouldn't waste time on the single families. That's just me. Some people that's their thing. I don't do that. I'm gonna put my money in. I will put my money inside of multifamilies because I have. It's a bigger investment. It's a bigger investment, and then because when you're building up your portfolio, what I want the residual. I don't want to get it one time. Yeah, a lump sum is good. But the thing of it is, if you go back years, I may make 60, 80 grand on each property after I fix it up, sell it, or more, depending on the property, depending on how well you buy it. If I wanted just a lump sum of 60 to 80,000, let's just say 60 to 80,000. Depending on how well you're positioned, I can get that 60 to 80,000 a month, every month, every year. That's the bottom line. Like, I don't want it just one time. I'd rather have it multiple times. All right? That's the thing. So for me, this it just makes sense. It makes sense, and I wouldn't do it any other way. So just to give you guys a little insight, I'm looking at a hotel because that's even bigger. If I was once focused on the single families, and then now I'm focused on multi-units. The next thing, I gotta get in that hotel game. And guess what? It takes money, but when you're disciplined, when you have the leverage, that word leverage again. See, a lot of us, we play ourselves out of leverage. We screw up because we're overextending ourselves. You gotta have room. If you don't give yourself the room, I'm telling you, the opportunity come, somebody else gonna grab it because you've overextended yourself. Same thing in real estate. So you think about it. In a hotel game, think about how much you pay when you go to Florida. Think how much you pay when you come to New York. It's going to be like the hotel. All right, I'm done with it. I'm done with it for right now. It's fogging up. I like to wear this for those of you who are wondering. I like to wear this when I'm on the job because it's a lot of dust and debris floating around, and then it's safe to have it on anyway. But no, like in the hotel game, I figure someone can sleep inside of one unit one night, and you've made, depending on how well the type of hotel, 4-star, 5-star, you can get a couple $100 a night, or you can get what? You can get sometimes $1,000 a night, depending on where it's located. So that's the next move. If the hotel was $300 a night, 7 days a week, you made $2,100 in 1 week. Okay, $8,400 in 1 month off of one unit. I'm in a 14 unit apartment building. You guys know inside of hotels, there are hundreds of units. All right? Sometimes, maybe a couple hundred, depending on how large it is. All right? So it only makes sense. It makes sense. So right now, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not out here trying to do a whole bunch of I keep saying this and I think it go over folks' head. It's nice to have all this nice stuff. It's nice to have it. But I don't care about that right now, because what I'm looking at is, shoot, not too long from now, you know, I could get whatever I want based on the trajectory of what it is that I'm doing. And I'm not talking about no little stuff. I'm not talking about, oh, I'm gonna be able to go out to dinner next week once I get all this. No. I'm talking about big stuff. You know, and this is my thinking. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do it right. I'm not gonna rush and do that. I'm not gonna rush out and try to get stuff because I can get it now. You know, the more debt you incur, the more things that you have is taken away from your bottom line. So if I have $500K and I go out and I spend $200,000-300,000 on a vehicle, which it's nice. It really is nice. But if I can take that same $200,000-300,000, and if I was in the single family market, I can go and take that money. I could buy 2 properties. Well, let's say I buy 1 property, fix it up, sell it, or if that's my exit strategy, or fix it up and rent it out, and just take advantage of that residual income, you know, or you buy 2 properties and do the same thing twice. And if you do that over and over and keep reinvesting the money, before you know it, your pot is here. Before you know it, your pot is growing. All you have to do is say, you know what, on average, I'm gonna be conservative. If I can do 2 properties or 3 properties or 4 properties in this amount of time, if I consistently do this, assuming that it's gonna get faster because I'm gonna be working with some guys, like my guys here, I'm working with them, and the more they see my product, they already know what I'm expecting. They already know how I want things. They know me. So what will happen is they're going to do it the same way every time. We're saving money, saving time because we're saving money. I mean, we're saving money because we're saving time, and everyone's happy. They're getting paid. I'm getting paid. I'm keeping them busy. Go to the next property. Go to the next property. And you keep this going, everyone's happy. So then what happens? Everyone gets better. I'm getting better. They're getting better because they already know the product. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So if I keep this cycle going, eventually I may start with a small pot, but I'm gonna keep growing that pot. And eventually I'm gonna have the financial means to get what it is that I want. Oh, going out to get a car, that's easy. Anyone can get a car. Anyone can. If you're in Forex, you should be able to go and drop a bag and go get that car if that's what you want. But if that's not your aim and your focus, who cares about a car? You know, I'll go and do something else, you know? So that's like, I see someone said, same principle in the markets. Exactly. That's what it's about. Like, you have to, if you don't have the discipline, and if your priorities are not in line, then you're gonna blow it every time. Because like I made a post, every time you get a lump sum of money, you gotta go out to Neiman Marcus, you gotta go to Bloomingdale's and spend your money all up, and then you don't have nothing. It doesn't make sense. I'd rather keep the money. You know, I don't have to prove myself to nobody. Why I gotta prove myself to people? I'm gonna tell you guys something. Just being real. If I wasn't a Forex trainer, I wouldn't be making this video right now. Unfortunately, because of the position that I'm in, I kind of have to expose what it is that I'm doing. I kind of have to do it because some people don't believe it. All right? Some people won't believe it. I did. I did go to the university. I actually went to GW for a year. I took some. I can show you guys this in my office. So I took a couple classes at another college for computers, but GW was my home for project management. So that was years ago though. But you know that I used that and I applied that to what it is that I'm doing now. All that helped me out with business. So you know, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about you cannot like you can't be the type that just, I'll say, be so quick with throwing everything away. We have a if you draw a line on the ground right now and say today's the day that I'm going to start. Every day take one step. Take one step and stop doing the same things that you were doing that got you in the predicament that you're in now. You'll always grow. You gotta have the right people around you too. Because your network will determine your net worth. I'm telling you. They say it, but it's very true. So I keep a very small circle. I don't run with if anyone on here, you watch me live, you know me on a personal level, you know I don't keep a whole bunch of people like, nah, I'm not gonna keep a whole bunch of people around me. That's just being real, because a lot of times we throw that, oh, this is my friend, we throw that out there, and it means nothing, because people are not really loyal. They want to mooch off you and get everything. Now, it's not that you can't be helpful, but people want to mooch off you and get everything they can out of you, dry you up and say, get out of here, kick you away. Like, I'm done with him. I'm good. So you gotta move different. And that's why I guess that's why I do. 1 second. So that's why I focus on just staying in my lane. So the US 30 course, I would say that's probably going to be dropping. I know I keep saying real soon, but it's definitely going to be dropping real soon. I would like to say within the next month, maybe sooner. I'm just going to say that, just put it out there. But even that, I mean, you guys haven't missed. I know for those of you who watch me on YouTube, I got we've been in this video for what, about 30 minutes. This is the most that I've actually, I haven't been making no live videos on YouTube. I haven't been making no video posts on YouTube at all, because I'm busy with other things, but the bottom line is that course is more important than everything, because there are so many people who, and I'll say this and we're gonna finish our little tour. The way that I did this course is different than any of the other ones that I have. When you first get started with anything, you sort of try things out, trying to get a feel for what people like, what they don't like. So, I tested things out. Some things worked, some things didn't work. Some students, they liked this, some students, they didn't like that. One of the things that I think I messed up on when I first got started as a trainer, I was so passionate about giving people a bunch of information that I would sacrifice a Saturday like today, and I would sit down there with students and I would just talk Forex. We'll go over the charts. We'll take sometimes 3 hours. On Thursdays, we used to have the it was I can't even remember the name of it. It was new members training, some kind of training we used to have, 3 hours long every Thursday. So what I did was, now this membership, the videos are not going to be long at all. All right, they're not going to be long at all. I'm talking about the video is going to be, and I think I was telling, what's going on, Josiah? the videos, I think, were probably, now my video is going to be like tops maybe 20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Because honestly, it's not that, when you guys see what they like, the US 30, I've mastered the US 30. The US 30, I'm just going to say this, and we got to get back, because I will start talking and this is going to turn into a 40-minute video. But the US 30 is I'm almost kicking myself, like kicking myself, because if I had got into the US 30 a long time ago, I wouldn't have been trading nothing else. Like you guys see, I haven't been trading nothing else but the US 30. Maybe I traded at JPN, Japan 225, but the US 30, just to let you guys know, that thing, you can't trade it like everything else. That's one. Okay, you can't trade it like everything else. You cannot, you got to think differently. So the way that I designed this course is to get people to think differently, because you cannot trade it like everything else. So my whole approach is totally different. So that's why I'm taking my time with it. I'm not, because see, the thing about it, the US 30, you can get wiped out so fast. So I can't just throw anything out there because people want it and they're willing to pay. I'm like, nah, it's not about the money. It's about making sure that everything is right. All right. I mean, say you prefer it over the GBP NZD? Absolutely. Absolutely. In terms of, I'll say that in terms of what's going on, bruh? I see you. In terms of, I'll say the US 30 to the GBP NZD, the GBP NZD, it flows so well. The US 30 is a very risky instrument to actually trade. However, the financial outlay is far more, you get more money. So it's like, it makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna answer this one question, and I'm not gonna say nothing else. So the question was, what would I suggest one starter with in their account on the US 30? Do I really want to answer that? So what I would say is, don't do anything less than $1,000. That's what I'll say. It's not worth it. I'm just saying, don't do anything less than $1,000. Okay? Nothing less than $1,000. Can you do it? Can you trade it and make money with less than $1,000? Of course you could. Of course you could. But it's weighted differently. It's weighted differently. So you gotta make sure, just like I tell you, you gotta have leverage. All right? Think about it. The brokers, they're only doing 1 to 500. They're only doing that because they know you can make so much money. All right? So the US 30, they're like, nah, dude, you can make all this money. We're gonna lower the leverage. You're not gonna run us dry. I'm telling you, look. It's a smart move. It's a business move. That's business. That's big business. So I'm not mad at them. So you look at what they did. So you go back to the drawing board and you sit down and you realize, all right, so they flip this around. So we have to resituate your trading game now. All right, so you got to change up your numbers. All right, that's the thing. You got to change up your numbers. So all this has been, I'm putting all this in this membership, and it's going to be at your disposal. It's me at your disposal. My thing is, I put in a lot of time with the first membership, wanting to put all this information out there. I was pumping out, I got over 1,000 videos on YouTube, over 1,200 videos inside the members area to date. So I was putting out all this content, all these hours-long content, and it was good on one hand. So it was on the other end, it was like, on the flip side, it wasn't all that good because a lot of people didn't have the time to focus on it. So I had to realize that, all right, that isn't working. So I got to change it up. So now, although my passion, like I'm doing now, I love to explain. I will explain it. I love to do that. But a lot of people had the patience for that. So I kind of had to switch things up and just, all right, boom, straight to the point. See this, boom, boom. See that, do this, do that. Just straight like that. 10, 15 minutes, we're out. All right, not all that extra stuff, nope. Boom, straight to the point. All right. So I saw the question came in. What about the SDE coin? I didn't personally. I sort of went. I took a couple measures with getting that started. Once I realized that the feds and the government, they started to realize that people were getting hip to it. I had to kind of get out of the whole idea. I kind of wish I would have stayed with it. It's never too late, but they start ramping up the stakes for you to get involved. They want you to spend this much. I said, all right, I could take that money and I could put that money inside the crypto market and flip that money and make more money. Why am I gonna put all that up and risk my money? Not that I go into anything looking to fail, but it just, see, this is my personal belief. Once they start seeing that you can make a lot of money on it, they're gonna start putting, all right, we need this from you, because if you involved with this, you can make a lot of money. So you have to put up X amount of thousands of dollars or whatever it is. So it didn't come to fruition. Sometimes I think about I wish I had kept pushing, but it's okay because I still have my original design. I still have everything. It's just I mean, it's an idea that's in the air. You own it, you grab hold of it, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna do it, you commit to it, and you move forward. So I can do it anytime, you know. I can do it anytime. It's just a matter of if it makes sense. So, but yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and finish walking through. I'm gonna walk through the property. Then I got like one more floor. And then let me see. I didn't anticipate this video being this long, but you guys know how I do. All right, so that's this. Put them side by side. So that's this. Whoa. All right, so the next thing is us. We'll have to get the flooring, all that stuff. So we got the inspections, the closing the walls, which is good. So once we get the flooring and all that stuff in, then it's all about, one second, let me check this out. Okay. I don't know if I did this one yet, but see, this is the unit. There was a fire in here at some point, and so this is where the damage had occurred back here. So, and I could tell because some of the you can see the studs and all that stuff, and the subfloor was messed up back here. So that actually helped with the purchase because brought the price down. So that's pretty much it. So just to let you guys know, stay tuned because let me get out of here into the, let me go down 1 second. Ah, man. All right. So I see some of you asking questions in relation to, let me see, real estate. Let me see, turn that around. Boom. All right, I gotta take this off. So, just to let you guys know if you do anything else, get yourself in real estate, I'm telling you. Do it. I do plan to, this is something that I am working on as well, working on eventually helping folks on the real estate side. So this is something that I'm working on, because at the end of the day, if you're connected with me, then I know you're going to be able to see the opportunity. You're going to be able to make money inside of the real estate market, well, inside of the Forex market, you will. But it's nothing like having a place to put your money to make even more money. That's the bottom line. So, 1 second. So, that's what I plan on doing. So for those who might be interested, you guys will see it. I got a couple of things I'm working on. So the whole plan for this course, because you can make so much money in the indices, my plan was to design this course for those who are really serious. If you're serious, you're going to get connected. If you're not serious, then you just don't get connected. There's not a whole lot to it, because I'm not chasing people down. Thankfully, people they find me and they either want or they don't. It's just like that. So I mean, when you have a product that's good, that's how it is. When I think that anyone who's really paying attention, you guys would see the benefit in how I work, in terms of taking money from here and putting it inside of real estate and positioning yourself in a way where you can dominate. Like I'm not going after little things. I'm going after big things. I don't have time to be like, a lot of us, we waste time on stuff at a young age. So I'm not looking to waste any more time. Like right now, we have the money. So if we have the money right now, we need to put it to work right now. All that fun and having fun, all that playing and funning, and yeah, you can have fun in between time, but you know what? The real fun is when you're out there and you can literally do nothing and still get by. That should be everyone, because if you're not at that level yet, you gotta keep working. Keep on working. Keep working. So I may not be working for nobody, but I'm grinding. So I'm in grind mode. I'm not done yet. I'm really just getting started. I'm just getting started. I'm not even showing my hand on everything. So I think that if you really want to make a change, if it's nothing else, real estate will be a safe haven for your money, especially if you're in Forex, in the financial markets. It's the reason why they do it. It's the reason why people are in real estate. So you find your place in the market and you do it. All right, I'll tell you guys a real deal that I had, my first deal. So the first deal, and this would all be a part of the course as well that I put together. What I did was, I was a bird dogger. Okay, that was the first thing I did. I was a bird dogger, and what that is, basically, you help investors like myself. I would not necessarily hire folks, but I would work with some folks who are out scouting for properties, and they would, talk to other homeowners who are looking to sell their property. And I would say, listen, if you find someone who's motivated, find a motivated seller, as they call it, a motivated seller, and if they're interested in selling me their property, if I buy it, I'll cut you $500, I'll cut you $1,000, depending on, the size of the property. And So I did that. I got postcards and all that stuff, and I sent them out, and I had someone call me back. Lo and behold, this guy, he had assumed his mom's mortgage. He couldn't afford to pay for his mortgage and his mom's, so he had to sell it. So I got my contractor to go over and give me an estimate. I looked at how much it was going to cost me to buy it, the asking price. I looked at the ARV, the after repair value price. I looked at how much it was going to cost. I did the numbers, and I said, man, the numbers are too tight. So I wound up wholesaling it to another guy. And a wholesaler basically is someone who, I may acquire these properties and I just flip it to somebody else just to get a $5,000 or whatever you said. If they're comfortable with paying you that amount, that's what they do. So I flipped it to another investor, and he paid me 15 grand just for having control over the property for like less than 30 days. Less than 30 days I had control over this property. I had a and as they called it back then, probably still call it the same now. I don't use them, but they had what's called, well, it is the same. I put an assignment agreement on this property. Had the owner say that, listen, I would purchase the property in X amount of days for a set amount, and I did that. Flipped it to the other guy. I had to get the property price down. So I was able to lower the price down 30 grand so I can get my 15,000. And I took that money. That was it. I went off. So that's another way to do it. But you got to be careful though, because it's nice to get those assignment fees and all that stuff and have the agreements, but you make sure you have that agreement in place, because I had a property before. You guys may have heard about this one. The owner, she wanted, and she was a good friend of mine too. That's what really made it bad. She wanted $750 for this land. She had 2 houses on it. She wanted $750 for it. And unfortunately, I was very eager to get it sold, and I found a buyer, and she thought the amount that I had found a buyer to purchase it, basically anything over the $750 was mine. That was my assignment fee. Anything over the $750, and because I found a deal and I had it where the guy was going to pay over $1 million for it, she felt like, oh, that's too much, Scott, for me to pay you just for finding a buyer. Well, how motivated are you to sell your property then? So that's what these types of things, you got to make sure you keep everything, get everything signed. Because she was a friend of mine, I didn't get it signed, and she backed out. She wasn't really in because it was just talk. So I'm not going to sell it because it's too much stuff going on. There was other people that came into the deal to try to take the deal from her. So, and you got to be careful with that, because they can do that legally. It should be illegal, but there are ways. There are ways to, the people they try to get over. So you got to be careful. So the moral of the story is get everything signed. All right, get everything signed and executed. That way you don't have to worry about, if they back out of the deal, they still pay you money. Like, all right, listen, if you renege, then I'm still right. This money is still rightfully mine. So you need to, if you don't want to sell it, okay, let me get this back, or you need to pay me or whatever. Put it all in writing. That way you protect yourself. So, but I don't even do that no more. That's not my focus. I did have an opportunity where I could have flipped a building to someone else that was that I really didn't. And I'm like, I really didn't like I didn't like the numbers, but it didn't go that way. So that's another opportunity. Like I can flip this building to someone else and say, look, you can buy it. I want 1.3 for it. I may, let's say if I want to sell it to him for 1.4 and I bought it for 1.3, I pocket for 100. That can happen. So, but that's way different than getting a single family where you may buy it for 125 and may flip it to somebody else for 135, make 10 grand. Little numbers. So when you start building, that's why it's important to start building yourself. Don't keep making money and spending it, because then it's like you're never really growing. You're always you're always mooching off your money. So you're never growing, never letting your money grow. So let your money grow. That way you can control more. Like now I can control a building. So it's different. So I have leverage, you know, and then if something happened, I have leverage. I can get money out of the building, you know. So that's the game. So it's like it's a good position to be in. That's all I'm saying. It's a good position to be in. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, so let's see. Yeah, double closings they're pretty good. You can do that if everything is aligned. So let me gotta take these glasses off. So I think it's about time. Time to roll out. All right, so all right, I'm glad to be out of there. Whew, that was vicious. All right, so what I would say, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. I really do. I didn't plan on making this video so long, but sometimes it happens like that. And see, that's how I am during training. I just go with the flow. If it feels right, I'm gonna do it. So that's what I do. Yes, you can leverage credit. You can. That's always an option. That's why it's so important. Like when I lost everything years ago, I lost credit. I lost everything. I lost the good credit. Well, I wouldn't say that I ever really had good credit when I was younger, but I mean my credit went down like 4s and 3s, probably went down to 1s. Seriously, it was bad. But the bottom line is that once you have money and you have credit, they can't stop you. You can only stop yourself at that point. So I just I like to believe that if look, why not have it all? It's good to have money, but sometimes if you're stretched on the money side, you could use credit. And I mean, but that doesn't just apply for real estate. That applies for everything. That's in everything you get. Like, think about it. If you go to Best Buy, you want to grab a 75-inch flat screen. You have the option. If you have good credit, you can buy it on credit. If you got a credit card, you can put it on a card. If you got money, you're good. You have options. Some people don't have no options. And I remember when I was in that predicament, I didn't have the credit and I didn't have no money. But then I didn't have the credit, but then I started getting money. So everything that I got, it was always with cash. Everything was always with cash. So now I'm on both sides. I can hit them on both sides, and I have the option. I'm not stuck. But sometimes they size you up coming into the door. Okay, this dude don't got no money. They don't got no money. And then they realize, oh, Mr. Scott, oh, whatever you want, we got it for you. Okay, thank you. So it's amazing. But the thing of it is, I started with disciplining myself with a little bit of money first. All right, just a little bit of money. I didn't have a lot of money, and I had to say, you know what? I had to make a big difference. And what really, I'll tell you guys what really changed me was when some of you probably don't even know this, but I would have had more than 2 kids at my age. Okay, I would have more than 2 kids. And my first, I say my second and third child, really, not my living kids, but I'm talking about when I got pregnant for the second and third time. That's what really changed my life. That's not my life, but I really woke up and I was like, hold on. I can't be bringing this type of foolishness around no kids. You know what I mean? So it makes you wise up real quick. So that's what I had to do. I had to really wise up real fast. And so it's all life lessons, you know. These are my lessons. This is my story. So I share it because I know I'm not the only person who's dealing with this. And I know that if I can make it out of some situations, man, everybody can. Let me tell you, everybody can. So that's what I say. That's what I live with. So you guys really think about it. Think about what I'm telling you. And don't think I'm telling you this just because of some YouTube. I'm telling you this because it's all facts. I'm definitely living this. But just know that you can live it too. All right. Listen, I'm not gonna make this video any longer. I mean, we've been on for a minute. Definitely appreciate the love and all of the support. What I would do is I'll talk to you guys real soon. All right. All right. Peace and love, everyone. Have a good one. All right. Peace.